You see the factory stocks and road to the feature. Boy, do we have some factory stock drivers tonight. 51 entries, 6 heats.
51 entries?
That's what I've got here, 6 heats.
The fans are in for some entertainment tonight.
Yeah, 51 drivers. And we've got 9 cars scheduled for the first of 6 heats for the factory stocks. Here we go. And as Jackie Gleason says, we're underway.
Chuck Sterling gives him the green flag.
Was it Jackie Gleason that said we're underway?
I'm not sure
what he said. Uh-oh, we got banging going on. Look at this.
I told you there was going to be a lot of that tonight.
27 takes first place up for grabs in the factory stocks tonight between Terry Downey and Earl Redmond. And Earl Redmond is starting in the back of this heat race. He is number 6. So keep an eye on Earl Redmond in this heat race. On the pole is Howard Wright, number 37, but he gets beaten quickly for the lead by Steve Breeden in the 09 car.
And boy, they're doing some banging on Earl Redmond right now. He found a hole in the middle and he tried to make it bigger, and it kind of closed up on him a little bit.
Now 31 takes the lead, Tim Barnes from Tulsa. He's being challenged by number 12 coming up on the outside. That's Darren Neal.
And Earl's still right behind them. Well, 2 cars got in front of him that time.
Earl has problems, and he is still in the back. Earl Redmond, number 6. And there is number 12, your leader,
Darren Neal.
Darren Neal. He started in the 6th position in this 8-car heat race. Here's a look at Darren. Not only is he number 12 on his car, that's appropriate because he's number 12 in the season standings. And look out, we got all kinds of problems there in turn 4. 09 with the trouble.
Steve Breeden having a slight problem, but and Chuck Sterling just black flagged the driver.
He sure did. I'm not sure which one it was, but he black flagged somebody. And would that be because he got information from somebody, or did he see that himself?
I really don't know, to be honest with you, seeing as how I did not see who he black flagged. I'm not sure. It could have been a problem with the car. It could have been some rough driving. I know you know, you and I were out in the pits earlier tonight, and Stan was having a driver's meeting, and he warned the drivers that there's been a lot of rough driving going on lately, and they need to kind of quiet things down a little bit.
Halfway through the 6-lap heat race, 32 has some problems. That's Bill Keeling here on the front straightaway, but there's no problems for number 12. You see him there, Darren Neal, who is looking for his 11th heat win of the season, and he's got 2 laps remaining to do just that, win his 11th heat race of the year. That leads all factory stock drivers.
Maybe we can find out and inform the fans a little later about that black flag and find out exactly what happened.
Here comes the white flag from Chuck Sterling. You see it right there. And there's a good look at a couple of guys battling. 71. That is Mark Neal.
That's an excellent race for 2nd and 3rd.
Mark Neal, 71 on the inside, 94. John Pierce, I should say, on the inside. Ooh, banging there. They touch, but no harm done. We've got 1 lap to go. We're on the last lap, and there's your winner, number 12, Darren Neal, who wins the 11th heat race of the season. And now the battle for 2nd remains. Here they come around turn 4. And for 2nd place, there he is in the black, number 94. For 2nd place, John Pierce of Tulsa.
And Mark Neal coming in 3rd.
So we're halfway through our 6 heat races in the factory stocks, and we're coming back as you see your results for the 3rd heat race. Checkered flag continues with more racing from the Tulsa Speedway.
These cars require special service, parts, and attention just like your car. Green light off.
Tulsa Speedway. There you see the cars on the pole. Is 39 Jim Sams. This is our 4th. This is our 5th restart of this opening lap. The 2nd heat for the street stock.
Easy, boys. Come on now.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Let's make it 1 time through. What do you say?
At least 1 lap, please. We've had worse, though, believe me, Don.
I imagine.
We've had 5 and 6 restarts, and here we go.
Yeehaw!
Whoa! Ride 'em, cowboy. And
In turn 2, or
and
turn 3.
And as some people have said, gentlemen, restart your meters. No, I mean engines.
Checkered flag continues, and this heat race continues. Second of 2 heat races for the street stocks. This is our 6th restart on lap number 1. And Jim Sams is on the pole still.
I'm running out of fingers on counting on restarts.
These guys are running out of gas. Sams is in first place. 56. In second, that Tulsa's Kelly Fellers.
I'm not going to say anything, but you know they're in the fourth turn. They're in the fourth turn.
Look out.
Uh-oh.
They made it, folks.
1 completed lap.
6 restarts for lap 1, and they get it. And we are ecstatic.
Dottie is jumping up and down in the press box, turning flip-flops.
Jim Sams is excited. He's got the lead, a length lead over 56. Kelly Fellers, who's one of the point leaders in this street stock division. He's third in the season points. Jim Sams, however, is 28th.
And here comes Rick Redfern. He's currently running in 4th place.
And we were talking about Redfern in the white number 75. He's just out of your picture. He's about 3 lengths behind. He'll pull up here in the turn. We'll see if we can get him.
I bet you he'll show up.
There he is. And he spins a little bit, but keeps control. Rick Redfern, he is 2nd place in the season points, battling your leader in the season point standings. Randy Ostickenberg. Kelly Fellers takes over first. There you see Redfern in 2nd and Jim Sams in 3rd. And we're going to be halfway through this heat race. Ooh, what a battle.
This is going to be an exciting finish.
4 laps down. Fellers pushes it into the corner and down the back straightaway.
Both cars look like they really are set up to run really, really well tonight.
Fellers is 3rd in the season points standings. Redfern is 2nd. Rick takes it underneath. Ooh, that's close with 1 lap to go.
Side by side.
Redfern, the white 75, the inside. Fellers, though, shoots past him. And we've got trouble on the back straightaway from 24, Mark Hughes. But no yellow will get the white flag. And now the checkered. And Kelly Fellers is pulled away from Rick Redfern. And Kelly Fellers, number 56, wins his 6th heat race of the season. And there are your results. Congratulations to Tulsa's car number 56, Kelly Fellers. He and Terry Stevens wrap up heat wins in the street stock division. And when we come back, we've got more racing from Tulsa Speedway. Here we go, our 6-car trophy dash for the factory stocks. And on the pole, it's number 20, David Oxford. And on the front row, 27, Rick Morris, who has had a very successful, yet brief season here at the Speedway. However, Rick almost goes over. He hangs on.
We've got some debris on the racetrack down there.
Yeah, we do. I don't think Chuck Sterling has been alerted because they're still racing. No yellow flag is out.
Might not be too dangerous. We might be able to get a track worker down there and get it off real quick.
Darren Neal is in the lead. And you see it there. It's a bumper. Look out. Stan Jeffries just misses it. And however, 15, Gary Stevens turns around. And we do definitely have a yellow now, as we have completed 1 lap of our 4-lap trophy dash.
Just as Chuck throws the yellow, he is able to restart his car.
And Rick Morris runs over the bumper.
Well, hopefully that didn't cause a flat on his race car.
That gives us a chance to talk about racing coming up on ESPN. Great racing action on ESPN in August. Thursday nights at 8, it's Thursday Night Thunder. And then USAC midget races for Indianapolis, usually at 9 o'clock on Thursdays. And then the best of the AMA, American Motorcycle Association, at 11. So a lot of great racing Thursday nights on ESPN. You ever watch those midget races on Thursday night?
They are excellent.
They really are.
I tell you what, they go so fast on that pavement, it just scares you.
It's nice to watch this show Thursday nights at 6, and then tune in for Thursday Night Thunder, midget races from Indy, and motocross action. A lot of racing on Thursday on Tulsa Cable, as well as Sundays, as we mentioned earlier, on the Nashville Network. What is your favorite? You like the NASCARs or open wheel? What's your favorite?
My very much favorite sprint car racing, dirt track sprint car racing. Dirt is where it's at as far as I'm concerned.
And here at the Speedway, the greatest show on dirt.
Right here at the Tulsa Speedway.
Darren Neal gets the restart and has the lead. 47 has hit the infield. So we've got 4 cars in this trophy dash left. Started with 6. And Rick Morris, who you might remember earlier hit the infield, is also out of this race.
Stan Jeffries really putting some pressure on him for first place in that green 55.
Stan from Skiatook has had a successful season. He is 6th in the point standings. And the leader, however, is number 12, Darren Neal, who has already won a trophy dash. White flag and 1 lap to go. It's a 2-car battle for the trophy dash.
Seems like no matter whether you come out here on Friday nights or Saturday nights in the trophy dash, it seems like these guys push their foot to the floor a lot more than for the trophy dash than they do any race at all.
Darren Neal won a heat race earlier. He's trying to match that by winning a heat race and a trophy dash, and he has done it for the 2nd time this season. So congratulations to number 12 from Tulsa, Darren Neal. And there, look at your results in the trophy dash for the factory stocks. And your winner, number 12 from Tulsa, Darren Neal. And J.V. Haney is standing by to talk to the winner.
Darren Neal, the winner of the trophy dash here in the factory stock at Tulsa Speedway. And Darren, in the trophy dash, the car looked like it was running good as well as it did in the heat.
Yeah, it's handling good. It's a good old car. It's a 2-year car. It's 2 years old. This here's 2nd year on it. And hopefully it'll make it the rest of this year without breaking.
Darren, I know this is your 2nd trophy dash win this year at Tulsa Speedway, and I know you have to be looking forward to the A feature tonight. How's the competition stack up?
Well, there's some fast guys. The 55 car's fast. They said, the pit crew said he kept up with me in trophy dash. I didn't walk off and leave him, but 15's pretty fast. I finished 2nd behind him one night in the A feature this year, but hopefully I can get it tonight.
Well, Darren, best of luck in the A feature.
All right, thanks a lot.
Our 2nd of 3 trophy dashes coming up with the IMCA modified. Usually the IMCAs are the feature event. The feature continues here with another restart. There you see our 2nd restart on lap number 1. They wheeled Jake Sims away. His car not in great shape, but Jake, it seems to be in much better shape than the car, although the back end was smashed up a little bit. It seems to be within repairable condition.
You bet. Some streets, some sheet metal damage, but everything else looked real good. The cage held up, and that's the main thing, Don.
Joel Hill takes the lead. He's the one that started the 3-car pileup a few moments ago. And he holds off 23, Brian McClure. There's a good look at them down the front straightaway. In 3rd place in the white 24 from Sand Springs, my driver Mark Hughes, who is the 8th place gentleman in the season points listings for the street stocks, and Hughes takes 2nd place. Now he battles Bill Darling for 2nd. Big battle for 2nd, as you see there in turn 4. Darling takes 2nd. Hanging on to the lead, though, is Tulsa's Joel Hill, who is 6th place in the season point standings and has been in the top 5 of the season points for the street stocks all season.
Brian McClure in the number 23 car had to pit park his race car for the evening, so hopefully he'll be able to get that thing, whatever's wrong with it, repaired and he can make it out next Friday.
Because if he's done here in the B, there's no way he can continue on to the A feature. We started with 8 cars in this B feature. And look at Joel Hill have to hold off a dogging Bill Darling, who takes the inside in turn 3 and turn 4. And Bill Darling's your new leader.
Bill Darling's car looks like it's handling excellent.
Doesn't look well, but it looks like it's handling well.
That's true. That's true.
Bill's a fine driver, 5th place in the season points. He's been in the top 10 in the season points all season, and one of your better straight stock drivers, number 11, Bill Darling from Tulsa. Bill's first feature win this season, which incidentally has been his only feature win of the season, was his first since 1987.
I'll tell you what, Bill Darling's been around Tulsa Speedway for years and always driven very, very well.
He took a little bit of a breather last year, did not race full time, but is back racing full time this season. At least I understand he is as I look here. Yeah, he's been out 16 weekends, so he has raced full time this year, and he's got quite a lead as he completes lap 7 here, and we'll get the white flag from Chuck Sterling. There you see the flag at the edge of the screen, and Joel Hill doing a fine job hanging on to 2nd place.
We've only got 4 race cars left in this race.
And how many of these will go to the A feature, I wonder? We'll have Dottie tell us. There's your winner, Bill Darling, number 11. And in 2nd place, number 30, Joel Hill. So Darling and Hill will advance. They're the only 2 that will advance to the A feature. And when checkered flag continues from Tulsa Speedway, the main events are coming up for the factory stock, street stocks, and IMCA modified. Stay with us. A lot of racing yet to come.
Live on ESPN.
Here's a look at your A feature lineup. We've got 20 cars in this 10-lap factory stock main event. On the pole, 46 for Broken Arrow, Bill Padgett. Also on that front row, another Broken Arrow native, 54, Jack Carter. A couple of Tulsans on the 2nd row, McIntoshes, Curtis and Bob. And on down the road, you see them. A lot of cars in this race. Keep in mind, some of the gentlemen that did very well earlier in the B feature, Paul Holt, 01, that won the B feature, now in the A feature. And Doug Melton, 89, who finished 2nd in that last B feature for the factory stock.
Stan Jeffries, 55, green 55, he's out there.
And Terry Downey starts at the back, number 96.
We've got a green flag on.
Starts next to the last row. Terry, of course, the points leader in the factory stocks for the season.
That's a lot of metal out there.
Oh, it is. 10 laps.
Doing an excellent job. Right on down the back straightaway.
Bill Padgett, the pole sitter, is your leader. Through 1 lap over number 24. That's Curtis McIntosh from Tulsa. 3rd place goes to 27. They make it through. Somebody lost a tire. And I can't tell who it is because nobody's hit the infield yet. So somebody's out there with 3.
And that was Milo Dean's oldest son, Jeff Dean.
Is that right?
Doing a good job getting that wheel off the racetrack.
Look out on the front straightaway. We've got all kinds of action into turn 2. They straighten it out, however. 54 right in the middle of all that. Jack Carter. Man, we've got cars all over the racetrack.
And we've got action all over the racetrack.
And there's your leader.
Really being pressure, too.
46, Bill Padgett, who was the pole sitter. He seems to be handling things well through 3 laps. He's in lap 4 of the 10-lap A feature. second place was 24, and now he is taken over by 13. That's Walt Arnold, or number 12, excuse me, Darren Neal. He was going for the sweep tonight. He won a heat race, the trophy dash, and now Darren Neal, number 12, might be the guy to beat in this race. On lap number 5, he's going for the sweep tonight, and he takes over first place from Bill Paget. Paget in second. Car number 24, Curtis McIntosh in third. And the crowd's loving this A feature for the factory stocks.
Darren Neal really buried deep into that number 3 turn to take over that lead.
Darren Neal, half of his heat wins this season. He's placed in the top 10 in the A features. So he knew, I would think, that if he won the heat, his car would be racing well. There's Terry Downey, number 96. He is the points leader, but he's well back in the pack. As he started the night, just a few points ahead of his nearest competitor, Earl Redmond. Redmond's not even made it to the A feature, so Terry Downey, even though it appears he will not finish very well in this A feature, will gain some points for the season against Earl Redmond. There's a look at your leader, Darren Neal, number 12, 12th in the season on the season points for the factory stocks, and number 12 is his car. He won his 11th heat race of the season. That leads all factory stock drivers. Won his second trophy dash of the season and has 7 top 10 finishes in the main events this season for the factory stocks.
Just listening to Darren's car, it sounds strong, sounds like it's hitting on all 8 cylinders. There's no smoke coming from the car. It seems like it's really handling well in the turn, so I think Darren's got his car really set up strong tonight.
On lap number 7, there you see some of the cars come by, and Chuck Sterling's got the black flag after somebody.
It appears like it's number 24.
Kurt McIntosh is in trouble with the flag man for some reason. Darren Neal gets the white flag. He's on lap 10. He's lapping some cars, and he has no competition right now in this race. He has a big lead, and he'll coast. Darren Neal will to his first A feature of the season. His best finish in an A feature this season was second place back on June 23rd, but look out. Here comes number 12, Darren Neal, and he wins the A feature.
Darren did an outstanding job. When he got into that lap traffic, that's when it's scary, Don, because when you get into lap traffic, you're not quite sure how big of a lead you've got over second place car. So you really have to watch yourself and kind of thread the needle when you're going in between those cars.
Good point. Number 12, Darren Neal, wins his first A feature of the season. He was 7th 3 weeks ago in season points, now has dropped back to 12th, but tonight's action with a sweep, winning the heat race, the trophy dash, and now the main event. We've got more racing coming up with the IMCA Modified. Stay with us as Checkered Flag continues from Tulsa Speedway on Tulsa Cable TV 3.
I'm tired of us centers getting no recognition. I played 13 seasons.
The right price. Go for them. You got the green light.
Darren Neal, the A feature winner in the factory stock, and Darren, you had a clean sweep tonight. You took your heat, you took the trophy dash, and you came back with your first A feature win.
Yeah, car was running good. It's just thanks to my dad, now Dean Stars, for sponsoring us this year, him and my brother. My brother set the car up, my dad put in the money on it, so, you know, we got good stuff in it. I thought we'd get claimed tonight, but apparently not. Probably be next week.
Well, Darren, you started out in the 6th row. Do you like to start in front, the 6th, or farther back, or where do you like to be?
I'd rather start towards the front because all this year I've had problems of crashing the car on the first lap because it starts so far at the back, so much traffic in front of me. So, you know, I'd rather start more at the front than I would the back. But, you know, if you can't, you can't. So just got to take what you got.
Any particular driver give you any trouble out there tonight? It looked like that you took charge about halfway through and then just actually you lapped some of the cars.
Yeah, nobody got in the way. Nobody, you know, good clean race. Nobody touched the car. That's the way I like to race. I don't like this bumping around stuff and taking out. That's just, I think that should be for another race, some other division.
Well, Darren, congratulations again on the A feature win, and maybe that'll be a good stepping stone, and you'll win several more this year.
All righty, thanks a lot.
Darren Neal, the A feature winner in the stock here at Tulsa Speedway.
green flag underway. On the pole is 89 Dave Nabadzi. On the front row, 21 Tim Bailey. Bailey takes.
Kyle James informs the field to keep a good close eye on Chuck Sterling. We could go great this time around. Jim Sams on the pole. James Carroll to his right. Chuck, very intense.
The A feature lineup for the street stocks, and we're underway. In the lead quickly, James Carroll from Tulsa, number 50. No problems in turn 2 so far. James Carroll with the lead into turn 3.
Everybody's looking good, keeping them on all fours.
There's a good look at the ground camera. Will it catch anybody?
Please, no.
Nope, they made it. Good job, fellas. Excellent. Lap 1 completed of this street stock A feature. In almost trouble. 64 Joey Austin. 25 hits the infield Houston Garrison, but he's all right. James Carroll is in better shape than anybody. He's got a fine lead through lap 2, now in lap 3. In second place, 39, the pole sitter Jim Sams. There's a look at the pack for second place. And right now taking over second, number 1, Terry Stevens.
Jeff West, in between that number 1 and 2 turns, appeared to be turning right instead of left that time, but he recovered.
James Carroll, number 50, 14th place on the season point standings for the street stocks. There's Jim Sams, 39, hitting the high side. And James Carroll is being dogged now by number 1, Terry Stevens. This guy has been a hot racer, Stevens has, and he takes the lead on lap number 5.
Speaking of hot, he had looked like a puff of smoke coming out from underneath that car a little bit. But hopefully it's nothing serious.
Randy Ostickenberg, the season points leader, now in 3rd place. He started the very back of this A feature, or next to last row. The fans are on their feet for him. There's a look at number 1. There's a look at number 7, Randy Ostickenberg, who is about to overtake Carroll for second place. And you would think that he's really going to put the heat on number 1, Terry Stevens.
Terry just now takes the cross flags from Chuck Sterling, meaning the race is over.
Lap number 7 of this 10-lap A feature for the street stock. Halfway through. It's a 12-lap race. I beg your pardon. So 12-lap race on lap number 7. And your leader there, number 1, Terry Stevens. Through all those races, just 6 weekends, he's been in the money 4 times, finishing in the top 10 in the main events of the street stock. And has finished in the top 5 in the A feature for the last 5 weeks, going 3rd, 5th, 3rd, and 4th. And earlier in the show, won his first heat race of the season. And he's got a good lead over Randy Ostickenberg. He'll pass 62 there. He'll lap that guy, Mitchell Crane from Tulsa. While we've got a chance, I'd like to thank Susan Lehman, production assistant here at Checkered Flag, who does a great job of making sure we get the right information on the cars and the results, make sure the graphics are right, and we thank Susan Lehman for her help here with Checkered Flag.
Let's give her a big hand. She said she'd like to even try her hand at racing one of these.
Is that right?
You bet. I think what we ought to do is get her in one.
Well, Loretta Dykes is a female racer here at the Speedway. Maybe Loretta would like to loan her car to Susan to go around the thing one time.
I think we ought to get her a car.
Terry Stevens, the leader in lap of number 11. Randy Ostickenberg in the red number 7 there, trying to catch the guy in the white hat.
And it appears he's making a little bit of headway on him, but not much.
And I'm not sure he's got enough time to do it.
White flag, 4 left-hand turns.
Ostickenberg, though, will have to be pleased with a second place if he indeed does finish second. White flag out, as Mark mentioned, and number 1, Terry Stevens, into turn 3. Stickenberg has to lap a car to try and get a chance and will not do it. And your winner of the street stock main event is Terry Stevens, number 1 from Tulsa, and number 1 indeed for the street stocks. Excellent job by Terry. He has been a hot racer the last races, the last 5 times, 3rd, 5th, 3rd, 4th, and now 1st. And Terry Stevens will definitely move up from 22nd place in season points for the street stocks. Back to wrap it up when we continue from the Tulsa Speedway in just a moment.
Hello, folks. This is Flint Reeves, the singing salesman, and the Reeves Boys are celebrating their 40th year of selling appliances in Tulsa. And right now, big savings on Fetters air conditioners, 5,000 BTU to 25,000 BTU. We call the big one the Oklahoma 2-ton. Buy a Fetters air conditioner today, and we'll install it today. 90 days, same as cash. Make no payment till September of news.